My wife is going to kill me. Not bad. Might be about 80 gallons. That was fun. This is the part where you can get, that's me every single time. It is done. Why not build a pond? So let's start building. I gotta grab some pieces. Wifey is going to kill me.
Hoʻomalu Hana Hui A Maui. Aloha,
my ohana. It is your boy back with another aquatic adventure. Now, if you're new to the channel, we talk about everything in the aquarium hobby. And before we jump into this video, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, perfect opportunity right now. Hit that subscribe button. Next to that subscribe button is a little bell. Click that bell, turn it on. It's just a notification bell. It's going to notify you when I upload a new video. I also got to give a huge shout out to Brada Kanoa, the owner and founder of Island Silver Crowns. Island Silver Crowns is the official hat sponsor of the Hawaiian Fish Keeper, family-owned business based on the big island of Hawaii. So please give my boy some love and support. All right, look at this new crown that he just sent to me. This one here is called Island Style. As you can see, the top of the bill is that beautiful blue with that tatau print or that tattoo marking, which represents the ocean. And then you got the beautiful island chain of Hawaii, which is the land. So it's sort of like the ocean or the sea, the land. I love the combination. And then you got the logo on the hat too as well, Island Silver Crowns. And if you guys want this crown, go to the website, all right? Down in the description of this video, we'll have their links. Go check out this Island Silver Crown. It's 65 bucks and it's for a great cause. It is a family-owned business, and you know your boy is always big on supporting the family-owned businesses. Oh, also, as I stand up, you guys ever make that noise when you stand up or you kneel down? It's called that old person noise where it's like, and That's me every single time. I also got to give a huge shout out to hopefully I say this right, Brasson_fish for the super thanks on the last video. I really appreciate the super thanks. And like I said, whoever sends a super thanks is going to get a huge aloha shout out from your boy. So I really appreciate it. Now, let's get into this video, okay? Shh. All right, so the reason why I'm keeping things on a low is because I'm not telling wifey that I'm actually doing this. We are going to do a DIY build, but we're going to make a little mini pond in the far back corner of the house, where it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. She's not gonna know it's ever there, I don't think, because she never goes to the back corner of the house. It's where my madaka are. I have some room there, and I was taking some measurements, and I'm gonna build a little mini pond. I don't know how many gallons. It might be about 80 gallons or so. Oh, man, I tell you, wifey is going to kill me if she sees me building another pond after building this 8,500 gallon koi pond in the backyard. But you know, I don't know what it is. It's something about this hobby. You guys know what it is. It's like multiple tank syndrome in the aquarium hobby, but now it's like multiple pond syndrome in the pond hobby. So I guess we'll call it MPS, multiple pond syndrome. Anyways, so check it out. Building a pond, you tend to have a lot of extra liner. This is 45 mil EPDM liner. Look at, I got a roll of it here. I also have more liner here too as well. So I was thinking to myself, I said, self, why don't we build a little mini pond in the far back corner of the house with cinder blocks? So basically I'm gonna build a cinder block frame, no mortar, no concrete, and then we will line it with the 45 mil EPDM liner, show you guys a little tip and trick or two on how to build a little mini pond in the backyard. So this is something that you guys might want to do at home too, if you don't have much space, and it's not going to cost you really that much money. You don't have to use the EPDM liner. That liner is really expensive. You can go to like Home Depot or Lowe's. I wouldn't suggest using like tarp, but they do have pond liner in the pond section, like out in the garden area. So it's like a PVC pond liner. You guys can absolutely use that too as well. But since I got all this extra liner, why not build a pond? So let's start building. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our saw and we are going to cut a piece of plywood to lay down on the ground as a foundation. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so this is the far back corner where we're gonna create this mini pond. I keep laughing to myself because literally, guys, my wife is going to kill me. So if you don't see me putting out content twice a week like I do, you know your boy got in trouble, all right? I may send out a signal like over Instagram or something saying, help me. We got our piece of wood cut out. We're gonna actually lay it right down to here. I tried to rake out these rocks and dirt to try to level it out the best I can. We're gonna set this right here. Let's see how level it is. Oh, wow, not bad. Over here on this side, oh yeah, that's pretty level, guys. On this side here, let's see how level it looks. Yeah, not bad. Hey, that'll work, you know? Okay, so I have my big storage shed here, right? So it's on the other side, obviously, right, of the storage shed. So it's way back here in the corner. This is where I have my Maunaka breeding project here. Okay, and then like literally in the far corner of the house, the property right here is going to be the mini pond. All right, so let's go get some cinder blocks and start building our frame. All right, so we're starting with these 2 cinder blocks as the back wall. Like I said, it's just going to go here to here. It's just going to do a square. We're going to do like a small square pond. You can get so creative, I'm sure, but this is what we're doing. We're keeping it nice and easy, and I'm going to just start grabbing some more cinder blocks. Now, you can get cinder blocks at Lowe's, Home Depot, your local hardware store. I believe I got these a while back. I've had them here in the backyard. I think I got them for like $1.40, something like that, $1.30. You know, prices fluctuate, so you know, maybe cheaper, maybe more expensive, but to build a frame for a mini pond, super cheap. So there we go. We added 2 more, and we're just going to keep building around the frame. I'm just going to go 2 cinder blocks high, so it's not going to be this super deep pond, probably 16 inches deep. I think each one of those are like 8 inches high. I wish I had some more cinder blocks where I can go at least 3 cinder blocks high. We're just going to go 2 cinder blocks high, and maybe I'll do a little time lapse for you guys. All right, so that was fun. I had to do some adjustments just to make sure everything looked good, and it's actually on the entire plyboard. Now, you definitely want to give it a nice sweep. If you're going to use this method, make sure you sweep all the little rocks, all the little branches, because this is where your pond liner is going to be, and you don't want it to accidentally get punctured. You know, it does happen. This is just going to help eliminate those things from happening. So we're just going to sweep out all that excess gravel or little tiny rocks and pebbles, actually from the cinder block. So I'm going to go ahead and sweep that all out. There we go. We're going to add these last 2 to the end here, and we got our frame done. There is our frame, 2 cinder blocks high. We could have gone 3 if I had more. So if you guys were wondering how many cinder blocks I used, you can kind of do the quick math. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. 22 cinder blocks. Here comes the fun part. It's gonna be a little challenging, but we're gonna stick our 45 mil EPDM pond liner inside here. So let's go grab that. All right, we got our pond liner in there now. I gotta shift it around, tuck it, make it nice, try to eliminate the creases, which is gonna be the tricky part. So let's go ahead and do that, and then I'll pick up the camera when I got it somewhat done, and then you got a better idea. All right, so I was tucking and grabbing and pulling, managed to get it pretty good. You got the corners, you got some creases in the corners. I'm gonna try to fix those, and of course the top looks super sloppy, but this is the part where you can get super creative. Let me show you guys something. Now over here, I have a bunch of flat stone that we're gonna use as coping or the top of the pond to give it that really cool natural look. So I gotta grab some pieces, let me rinse them off, and then we'll try to build a little coping to make it look super nice and clean it up DIY style. I'm basically gonna do the whole tuck and roll technique. I'm gonna grab this, tuck it right up underneath this cinder block here so it looks clean. You're not gonna be able to see it, and then we'll rest this bad boy right there on the edge to give it a nice clean look, custom look. So we're just gonna fold this, all this extra or excess I should say that's hanging over, we're just gonna do the whole tuck and roll, and then put our flat stone on top of that. So it gives it a nice clean look. As I back out, you can kind of see what I mean versus that. So let's go ahead and do that. I just want to show you guys a step-by-step to inspire you, give you guys some ideas. You guys might even be able to do it better than me, but I'm just going DIY. We're just freestyling. We're like Eminem in 8 Mile.
4 pops, 3 pops, 2 pops, 1. Your pop, he's pop, no pop, none.
All right, I figured I'd pick up the camera so you get more of an idea on how it looks. As you notice, I forgot to tell you guys, I did paint the cinder blocks black. Just kind of give it a little bit of a vibe anyways. And you can see how we're using those flat stones, flag stones, whatever you want to call them, as a coping. So kind of gives it a nice little cool look. Like I said, no concrete, no silicone, nothing's involved. We're just free stacking this stuff. All right, we're gonna go ahead and finish off the completion here all the way to this area here. So next time you see this thing, it should be done. Woo, just like that, it is done. Fast, cheap, effective. I mean, I don't even know what to tell you. I think it looks absolutely great. You can see how deep it is. Now, I'm not sure how many gallons. I mean, if I had to guess, I would say maybe 60 to 80 gallons, right in that range there. So, not sure, but we will do the calculations once we add water. And I have an idea on what kind of filter I want to put on this. Looking at the fence, and look at the cool thing is I have lights back here too as well. So this will be lit up at night. Now, this is what it looks like from the other side, as you can see. The cinder blocks are black, a nice dark frame. I was thinking about cutting off this excess pond liner, but I decided to keep it and just roll it and tuck it in, just because I might want to go bigger. I might want to go another level higher in the future. So I'm definitely going to need some more pond liner, so I'll definitely leave it on, but you can always cut it off completely if you want. But this is what it looks like. Check it out. Down inside, we kind of got most of the creases out of it, but once this thing fills up with water, it's definitely going to put the pressure up against the walls, flatten out everything. So I think we did a really good job, guys. There's going to be a lot of these little DIY ponds in your guys' backyard. My oh Hana. Okay, so I know you guys are going to love this. You have to wait for part 2. Yeah, sorry Kathy, I'm talking to you. She's a longtime subscriber of the Hawaiian Fish Keeper, and she hates it in the comments when I go part 1, part 2. You're gonna have to wait, guys, part 2. But the good news is I will have part 2 probably tomorrow. So I might be able to do a back-to-back for you guys. And I did coin the phrase, okay? So you guys know, if you hear anybody else say they have multiple pond syndrome, MPS, that's from me, all right? I'm the first one to say it on YouTube. Multiple pond syndrome, better known as MPS. I have it. People that have ponds, I know you guys have it, who have multiple ponds. It's a crazy disease that's taken over the world. I will see you guys in that next video coming soon. Take care. Much love and aloha.
Hana Hui A Maui.